What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Quinn Wade, Quinn W20 here, coming to you guys with a quick video about the All-Star snubs. I predicted my All-Star team, and I pretty much got it right. It's just that Dwayne Wade might not make it because the Miami Heat just been struggling, and they barely a playoff team. And do you really want to get that team two All-Stars? I was just watching NBA tip-off on TNT, and they didn't even have Dwayne Wade making the team. They had Chris Bosh making the team. But you really got to pick who you want on the team, Chris Bosh or Dwayne Wade. They both been injured. They both been struggling. Dwayne Wade to me been playing better than Chris Bosh. That's my pick. If I had to pick one player from the Heat, I would pick Dwayne Wade. He been playing better, but he missed more games. But he's really been dominating every game. Chris Bosh been streaky. He been struggling. The whole team has been struggling, and they've been struggling to stay healthy. So I don't think the Miami Heat showing. I think they showing to get one All Star from the team, and it's between Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. And I pick Dwayne Wade over Chris Bosh, but they picked Chris Bosh. But that's one thing. That's the first All Star snub is going to be between Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. They both multiple time All Stars. A lot of people think they both should make it because they've been playing good. They both having good seasons. But in reality, they just been struggling. You got to get Washington at least two All Stars. At least Cleveland gonna have to probably get another All Star under LeBron James, because Kyrie Irving been playing good basketball. Kevin Love is averaging a double-double. And then you got the Atlanta Hawks. They need Jeff Teague in there. They need Al Horford probably in there. They probably need Paul Millsap in there. And Kyle Korver could make it. But I know Paul Millsap got to make it. And Jeff Teague has to make it. And Al Horford, especially for the center spot, pretty much going to make it. And if he don't make it, Jeff Teague and Paul Millsap have to make it. They should at least get two All-Stars off that team. And Al Horford should be the third. And he just got Player of the Week. So Kyle Korver might be an All-Star snub. Dwayne Wade or Chris Bosh might be an All-Star snub. Another one might be Monte Ellis. And that's the sad part about it, because Dallas Mavericks won't have a player in an All-Star team, and they're a top 5 team in the West. I don't think that's right to have a top 5 team in the West and have no All-Stars. Dirk Nowitzki should make it. Monte Ellis should at least make it. Monte Ellis should be an All-Star. There's no way you can have Kevin Durant, who missed all these games, and Westbrook, who missed all these games, over Monte Ellis, when Monte Ellis been playing clutch basketball. He's been finishing games. He's been stepping up in big games, and he's averaging 20 points a game and a couple assists, and he's been clutch. And they the top 5 team in the West. There's no way you can leave all of the Mavericks off the All-Star team. At least one of them got to make the team. I don't know why nobody picking the Maverick to make the All-Star team. Well, at least one of them got to make it. And that one should be Monte Ellis, because there's no way you can have Westbrook and Kevin Durant over Monte Ellis, and he played the whole season, and he steps up in fourth quarters, and he hit a game winner, and he won games for the Dallas Mavericks. You have to have Monte Ellis over Westbrook, Durant, even DeMarcus Cousins, because his team is losing, and DeMarcus Cousins missed a whole lot of games. I will have Monte Ellis over all 3 of them, and then you got to have Damian Lillard. I seen a lot of them people have Damian Lillard off their list. Damian Lillard been clutch. They got a top 3 team in the West. Damian Lillard has to make it. LaMarcus Aldridge has to make it, because he's been dominant. He missed a couple games, but DeMarcus Cousins averaging more points than Damian Lillard, and he averaging a double-double. So you have to put LaMarcus Aldridge on that All-Star team. And they a top 3 team in the West. So they should get 2 players. Dallas should get 1 player, and that should be Monte Ellis. So Monte Ellis should not be an All-Star snub, because that's not really fair to the Dallas Mavericks to have no All-Stars. Another one that might happen is my guy, one of my favorite players in the league, Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard looking like the way he putting up the numbers he's been putting up and the way he has been playing. Dwight Howard is looking like he's not going to be an All-Star this year, because he's really been struggling. He was the best center to me in the NBA until this season. I think it's Mark Gasol right now, the best center in the NBA. But Dwight Howard just been struggling. He's been getting too many fouls. He's been struggling to finish. He's struggling in the post. He's struggling from the free throw line. Dwight Howard looking like he's not going to be an All-Star this year. And if he doesn't pick it up, it could be in multiple years when he don't make the All-Star game, because he hasn't been dominant on the offensive end this year. And it's sad to see it because he's one of my favorite players. Dwight Howard should not be an All-Star this year because he's just been struggling offensively. And another thing that's going to be sad is that the Phoenix Suns right now are the 8th seed, and it's looking like Gordon Dragic or Eric Bledsoe, both of them looking like they're not going to be an All-Star, and they actually got a playoff record. They looking like they're not going to have an all, like the Dallas Mavericks, looking like they ain't going to have an All-Star from their team. If I had to pick an All-Star, I'd probably pick Gordon Dragic, but I don't really think he's putting up All-Star type numbers, so I don't really think Phoenix Suns should have an All-Star. Even though they do got a playoff record, if they had to get an All-Star, I'd pick Goran or Eric Bledsoe, but I'll go with Goran. But I don't really think Goran Dragic is really putting up All-Star numbers like he did last year. Last year, he should have been an All-Star. This year, he's not looking like an All-Star to me. And Chris Paul should be an All-Star for all the confusion. And Mike Conley Jr. That Memphis Grizzlies has a very good record. And Mike Conley looking like he's not going to be an All-Star either. And Klay Thompson is another person that may not make the All-Star game. Klay Thompson should be an All-Star because Golden State Warriors has the best record in the NBA, and Klay Thompson has been putting up 20 points plus a game, and he's playing defense. And he's shooting 40% from the three-point line, and he's shooting almost 50% from the field goal. He's dominating games, a lot of the games. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson both should be All-Stars. I've been looking at a lot of people's lists, and they don't have Klay Thompson making it. You have to have Klay Thompson on your All-Star ballot. He has to be on the All-Star team. He's another player that has to be on the team. Derrick Rose, he should make the All-Star team. Derrick Rose should not make the All-Star team. And Kyrie Irving, I think he should make the All-Star team because they got a top 5 record in the East, and he's been putting up 21 points a game. But a player that might get snubbed is Brandon Knight. Brandon Knight is the only player from the Bucks, to me, that should make the All-Star team. And he's really been carrying the Bucks. He's been clutch. He's been stepping up in the fourth quarters. He's been knocking down three-pointers and everything. You have to have at least one Milwaukee Buck on the All-Star team because they're a playoff team. And if you have to pick one, it has to be Brandon Knight. And if it ain't Brandon Knight, I don't know who else you can pick from the Milwaukee Bucks, because nobody else has been playing as good as him. But one Milwaukee Bucks should go to the All-Star game, and it should be Brandon Knight. And it's funny how he got embarrassed the last couple years by Kyrie Irving, by DeAndre Jordan, and now he's putting up All-Star type numbers, and the Bucks are actually turned from they only won 15 games last year, and now they already won 21 games this year. So the Bucks has turned all the way around, and Brandon Knight has been carrying them. He should be an All-Star. And there's a lot more snubs, but I got to end the video. Let me know who you think is going to be an All-Star snub, who should make the team, but may not make the team. Let me know who you guys think. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Check out my older videos. If you like this video, like my older video, subscribe. And hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And let me know who you think is an All-Star snub and should make the team. All them people I said should make the team, but it looked like they might not.